Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how the Centrify browser extension can deal with websites that might have multiple sign-in pages. For demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and do that with Google. So first, let's go ahead and add a web app. Choose Custom, and then Browser Extension. So first, let's go ahead and add the URL. All right. Let's give the application a name. Let's choose a role. Then under account mapping, let's decide how the credentials are going to be passed. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to set everybody shares a single username. Under Advanced, let's start to fill out these fields. Now to get the username field, let's take a look at the page. Right-click on the field and choose Inspect. And we can see that the ID of the field is identifier ID. So in the username field, let's type input pound identifier ID, just as you see it over here. Now let's get the password field. Go ahead and type in your account. And do the same thing here. Let's inspect the element. So looking through here, we do not see an ID field. In that case, we can use a different field such as name. So in the password field, let's type input bracket name equals quote password end quote end bracket. Okay, and for submit, let's inspect this button's element. There we go. As we can see, the CSS selector for the button is password next. So in the submit button, let's go ahead and type in div pound password next. All right, and then form, additional login field value, and selector timeout we can leave blank for now. So now that leaves us with the order field. There's a special syntax for this field, which can be found in KB 5440, how to use the order box for advanced Centrify browser extension apps. This KB lists all of the available commands and the syntax for them. So we will be working off of this KB. So for the order of the login, we know that we have to put the account in, click next, and then put the password in, and then submit. So out of all the fields available to us on this page, we can fill a field like username or password. We can click on a button. We can tell the browser extension to wait before trying to input credentials. Or we can tell the browser extension to wait for a new page. So taking this in mind, let's go ahead and start to form our script. So the first thing that we need to do is have the browser extension fill the username. So let's start there. We're going to do bracket, quote, fill, quote, comma, quote, username, quote, bracket, comma. And again, all of this is detailed in the aforementioned KB5440. Next, we're going to have it click the next button, so we need to get the selector of that button. So let's go ahead and start this process over. So now, let's take a look at the identifier for this next button. And there we go. It's div identifier next. So let's go ahead and add that here. Bracket, quote, click, quote, comma, quote, div, pound, identifier next, quote, bracket, comma. So following the login flow, click next. Since that takes a little bit of time, just to be safe, let's tell the browser extension to wait for a little bit of time. So let's do bracket, quote, sleep, quote, comma, quote, and then this is the amount of time. So we're going to choose 1000 milliseconds. Quote, bracket, comma. So now we need the browser extension to fill the password. So let's tell it to do that. We're going to go ahead and do bracket, quote, fill, quote, comma, quote, password, quote, bracket, comma. And finally, we need the browser extension to submit the credentials. So let's finish off with that. Bracket, quote, submit, quote, bracket, bracket. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and click save. And with that, let's go ahead and give this application a test. Let's go ahead and log into the user portal. Let's go ahead and launch the app. And there we have it. We were successfully logged in using our custom script. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them below. Thank you.